With the size of 80 to 120 nanometer, this crazy little thing has infected almost 2 million people on the planet Earth. It's like some kind of madness that started to evolve. Right now, I present to you COVID-19 in numbers. Also known as novel coronavirus, the earliest detected cases happened on November 17, 2019 in Wuhan, China. At the time, all we know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. So, it has been 147 days this virus spread its terror on Earth, and making 2020 such a difficult year. Everything that you've come to expect turns out really unexpected. When someone gets infected by the virus, it has 2 to 14 days of incubation period, and during this period, the symptoms that may appear are fever, cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. For some cases, there is no alarm or sign of the symptoms. No surprises if people were infected but still feeling healthy. It is estimated 25% of people who infected with COVID-19 do not have any symptoms. 90% of the spread is caused by a respiratory droplet from infected people. The virus was not identified until December 31, 2019, with 27 confirmed cases, when China authority reported a cluster of cases of pneumonia outbreak to WHO. 8 days after the virus was identified, the first confirmed cases outside China happened in Thailand, and 3 days later, China reported its first death caused by the virus. On January 20, 282 confirmed cases reported from 4 countries: China, Thailand, Japan, and Republic of Korea. It only gets much worse. WHO declared COVID-19 as a pandemic on March 11, as the confirmed cases reached 118,000 people in 114 countries, and 4,291 people have lost their lives. It has reached more than 500,000 cases in March 26 and reached more than 1 million cases in April 2nd. It's like a wave, an awesome wave. 210 countries has confirmed cases when this video was created, and the wave can stop. USA is the country with the highest distribution rate of COVID-19 with 30.76%, or 613,889 total cases. USA is also the country with the highest death confirmed, with 26,047 cases. Globally, 605,157 cases already had an outcome, with the result of 79% successfully recovered and 21% of deaths, while almost 1.4 million cases are still active. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. In Indonesia, these things are shaping up to be pretty odd. After claiming that the virus can enter the country with silly statements, somehow, Indonesia becoming the country with the highest number of total deaths in Southeast Asia, with 459 cases right now. Total cases in Indonesia is 4,839, and the mortality rate is 9.4%, comparing to global mortality rate with only 3.4%. It means the mortality rate in Indonesia is high. This might be caused by reported cases are too low, which means possibly there are a lot of undetected cases happen in Indonesia. There are 139,137 people in monitoring and 10,482 patients in monitoring. 34 provinces in Indonesia have confirmed cases. Gorontalo is the latest province that confirmed COVID-19 cases. Jakarta is the province with most cases in Indonesia, with 2,335 confirmed cases. There are 132 COVID-19 referral hospitals in Indonesia based on Ministry of Health decree dated March 10, and on April 15, it reported that Indonesia already had 635 referral hospitals. As the result of this pandemic, more than 1.65 million labor in Indonesia has lost their job. For some people, it's feel like a long, sad, lonely time. 1,542 hotels been shut down because of COVID-19. Income on the transportation sector get decreased by 25 to 50%. On the worst scenario, there will be an increase of 2.9 million of unemployed in Indonesia because of COVID-19. And even worse, it can rise to 5.2 million of unemployed. Can't you see how many lives are living strange? No one has prepared to go on like this. People can stand losing their job. You know, there ain't nothing in this world for free. If you don't know, now you know that the planet Earth is blue. Is there nothing we can do? Well, we can prevent the spread of COVID-19. Let's start from ourselves. It's so easy when you know the rule. All you have to do is wash your hands regularly using clean water and soap with the duration of 20 seconds. If the water and soap isn't available, you can use hand sanitizer that contain 60 to 70% of alcohol. Keep your distance with other people at least 1.5 meters. To maintain your health, you can do exercise 20 to 30 minutes at least 3 times a week. Do not be so hard on yourself because it's not good for your health. Boost your immune system by sunbathing in the morning where the rays of the sun were so warm and tender. You can do it for 10 to 15 minutes a day. This pandemic is also causing the limitation on public spaces that leads into self-quarantine. There are a lot of new things you can do during this quarantine period. You can start a revolution from your bed, or you can be the person that doing nothing until something comes along, spending every day with closed eyes, open, close again, forget and fall asleep. One thing for sure, you should enjoy this quarantine with your own way, because the extra stress isn't necessary anyway. In the end, for this pandemic, maybe there are no solution or exit out, like HIV, the pandemic that started in 1981 and still going on, but still have no cure yet. While it could be wrong, maybe things are out of control, like the Black Death, the pandemic that causing the death of 50 to 200 million people. But I'm sure it could never last. It's much better to face this kind of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I'm sure we can work it out.